and he has improved. And here's what they say. He is now, some pitchers try to get too cute. They don't have confidence. It's all about confidence. When you have confidence and you say, trusting your stuff, that's what they got to do, especially if they have the stuff. Harold Ramirez singled in his first at bat. He's been on base 11 out of 12 games. I've been touting him in daily every single day. So there's another cheap guy for you. Soto. Career high inning streak of 11 games. He doubled to right field in the fourth inning. He's 19 for 41. Garrett Cooper, by the way, was back in the lineup. Victor Robles rested, okay? So there you go. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. But there's a lot of cheap DFS players to play. I'm getting into the DFS game more and more now, okay? Because I do this every day. When you come in here every day and you hear the trends of players, I'll tell you, that is, to me, among the most valuable things that you could be listening to when you're playing the DFS game. Orlando Arcia hit a decisive two-run homer in the eighth inning, drove in 3 runs to help Minnesota with a rainy Monday night, 5-4 win, okay, by Milwaukee. The Brewers handled the Twins, only their second loss this season in a game they led after 7 innings. So there you go. The Twins have won 11 of their last 13. They still hold a 10-game lead in the Central over Cleveland. Jeremy Jeffress took over for Gio Gonzalez, and then bingo, Willens Astudillo lined a rocket to his head. He caught it, but that's going to shake you up no matter what. Arcia 2 for 3 with a double, 2-run homer, 3 RBIs. I'll tell you what, he's been in the groove. He's reached base safely in 4 out of his last 5. He's registered 4 extra base hits. Another cheap DFS play. Orlando Arcia. You got to pay attention to these guys, especially the guys that don't normally make the headlines. Play them, find them. This is your advantage over everybody else when you listen every single day and you hear this kind of stuff about who's going to think of even looking at Orlando Arcia? Okay? You just don't do it. Josh Hader picked up the save after allowing 2 hits and a walk while striking out 2 over 2 scoreless innings Monday. But we know about Josh Hader, right? He is Josh Hader. Gio, 4 runs, 7 hits and a walk. He struck out 7 over 4 2/3 innings. Okay? So not a great start for Gio. Here's the bad news. Travis Shaw continued his minor league rehab in AAA. 0 for 3 with a walk. He played 1 game of a doubleheader. Through 5 games, Travis Shaw is 2 for 19. That's 105 if you're scoring at home. No homers, no RBIs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Andrea's boy, Michael Pineda, entered the game yesterday with a 6 ERA at Target Field, but he mowed down the first 6 hitters and the final 12, so he's coming on a little bit. Not ready to be a DFS player yet, but, you got to pay attention to him. He had some shaky outings his first month of the season, but now he's turned in 4 consecutive quality starts. Still 5 ERA, 50 strikeouts, and 59 innings. And in the second inning, all right, it was Byron Buxton, 3-run blast into the bullpens, giving the Twins a 4-0 lead. It was their 55th home run in the month, and away they go. Yankees in San Diego, another interleague game. I hate interleague. I hate it. I don't like it. I wish they would do away with it. Sanchez reached out. He poked a sinker from Craig Stammen. It was really on the outside of the plate. Fly ball to right field in a lot of parks. A home run. 4 rows deep into Yankee Stadium. And over the 71 home runs in the majors this year, estimated by StatCast to have traveled 353 feet or less, 9 have been hit in Yankee Stadium. Down the right field line. 118 feet. Oh, well, 318 down the left field line, 314 to the pole in right field. It's tough. So the batters in the bottom 5 spots in the San Diego lineup were 3 for 15 with 2 RBIs Monday. In the 4 games in American League ballparks on this trip, the 5 for 9 spots have combined to hit 303 with 9 home runs. Austin Hedges, hot player. Pay attention to Hedges. Extended his hitting streak to 6 games. He's not going to go too long with this hitting streak, so play him today and see what happens. RBI double in the second. He's 8 for 22. Manny Machado has hit safely in 7 straight games. Here he comes. He's one of your high-priced DFS players. He's hitting 12 out of 13 and in all but 9 out of his 53 games. And Eric Hosmer, infield single. He's got at least 1 hit in 6 games. He's 10 for 23. By the way, the Machado 9th inning double had an exit velocity of 111. That's the hardest hit batted ball Aroldis Chapman has allowed since 2015. And this kid, Matt Stram, that I told you about the other day, 6 quality starts in his last 7. But, look, he allowed more than 2 runs for the first time since the season opener. He struggled. He threw too many balls. And he also continued throwing the long ball a little bit too much. Okay, so he's going to have to do something with that. That's for sure. And all 5 of the runs Stram allowed in his past 2 starts, 10 of the 21 he's allowed this season, have all come via the home run. Okay, so he stops giving up the home run. Has thrown just 20 strikes among 37 pitchers. He entered the game throwing strikes at about 69% of the time, tying him with Kyle Hendricks. Look, here's what happened. Okay, he had a bad day. Okay, had a bad day. He only threw first pitch strikes to 4 out of 10 batters. So after Gardner's homer, Gardner went 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer and a walk. So all right, look, Gardner. I'll tell you what, 8 home runs this year. He's on pace for 24 home runs, would be a career high. So Gardner really kicking it around. Okay, Chapman allowed 1 hit but got his 15th save. Chad Green was the opener. His first 2 appearances in opener didn't go well. He allowed 3 runs in 2 2/3, but and he's got a way to go. Second time this season, Green struck out the side. Not bad for an opener, okay, whatever the opener means. Baltimore and Detroit, Renato Nunez, very streaky. Got off to a quick start in April, then went into a 4 for 52, and then he's scorching the ball. Another great daily game pick, Renato Nunez. I'm talking about players that you just don't even look at twice. And in some cases, you don't even know who he is. Nunez and Jonathan Villar homered. A lot of misplays by the Tigers. Just played bad. They just played bad. Sean Armstrong walked the first batter he faced in the 9th inning and put on a potential tying run on base, but he got the save. Looks like he's the first choice to get the save with Michael Givens now moved into a different role. So the Tigers have lost 12 out of 13. They made a lot of errors and so on down the line. Mark Trumbo ended a stint on extended spring training, but he'll continue to rehab that knee that he had surgery on. And keep an eye out for Brandon Dixon. Now, he made his first start at third base, and he's producing. He's 27, acquired from Cincinnati. He's hitting .313, 64 at-bats. He could get some more playing time. You want to talk, let's say you're filling up your DFS lineup and you got $1 left, all right? If you know what I'm saying. You got no money left. You scroll down and you say, Brandon Dixon. I want to put him in. Make sure he's playing. If he is, play him. Castellanos 2 for 4. He extended his hitting streak to 7 games. He's got 4 multi-hit performances in that stretch. He's now batting .274. Rafael Devers and his Major League Baseball leading 89 hard hit batted balls. Okay? He leads the league. 89 hard hit batted balls. It's crazy, man. Martinez went 2 for 5. as Keith Robinson's Cleveland Indians, I don't know, not doing good. Martinez is hitting .268 with 7 home runs in May. Porcello gave up 3 earned runs. He ran into trouble right out of the gate, as he always does. He doesn't strike out a lot of batters, but he got his 7th consecutive outing with 6 strikeouts or more. That's important. Jeffrey Rodriguez. Holy cow. I don't even want to talk about him. Okay. Orlando Mercado with 2 hits and 3 runs for the Keith Robinson-led Cleveland Indians. Okay. And so he's a keeper. He's definitely a keeper. So Cleveland entered the day 10 games behind Minnesota. The Red Sox have won 3 straight East. They were 6.5 behind the Yankees. Zach Plesac, who make his Major League debut Tuesday for the Indians. Cha-Cha and Lou coming up next, so don't go away. I'm telling you, tell all your friends. This is one of the greatest shows ever to air on any radio network, the Cha-Cha and Lou Show. They're called gangsters. All right, there's other things I could call them. The White Sox game suspended after 2 rain delays. And Tim Anderson took grounders before the game. Swinging the bat was the toughest part, but he's making strides. Tim Anderson leads the league with a .337 batting average. Second in stolen bases, 8 home runs. Wow. Matt Chapman homered for the 3rd straight game. Jurickson Profar, I'm telling you, he's on his way. Josh Fregley went deep as well. Profar and Fregley. Albert Pujols in his 642nd career homer. Cole Calhoun, David Fletcher each had RBI doubles. The Angels now have lost 6 out of 8 games. Piscotty 2 for 4. He knocked in a pair of runs in the 5th. Okay, he missed the last 2 games because he was ill. No injury there. Profar, I'm telling you, 2-run homer in the 4th inning. He struggled the first 2 months. Struggled, batting .192 in 40, but I'll tell you, he does have 8 homers and 30 RBIs, and he's coming on. I'm telling you that right now. He's coming on. Trevor Cahill struck out 5 and 4 1/3. I thought he was going to be a decent pitcher. He's not. He's allowed 6 runs, 6 hits, and 4 1/3. 1 win in his last 8 starts, 8.66 ERA. And they got a lot of holes with Harvey and Cahill, but they're getting a lot of pitchers back. So let's see. Jonathan Lucroy, by the way, had a stomach virus, no injury there. Justin Upton's been out all year with turf toe. He traveled with the team so he could work with the hitting coaches. So he's making his way back. Blake Treinen picked up the save, retired the first 2 batters without an issue, gave up a single, and then he struck out Mike Trout to end the game. How about Chris Bassett? A run in the 2nd inning, but I'll tell you what, the Athletics were able to put 6 runs on the board by the time he was taken out of the game. Not a great start for Bassett. Seattle and Texas, Lance Lynn took the loss, and he gave up 3 earned runs on 7 hits over 6 innings. 4th straight quality start, 2nd straight effort with double-digit strikeouts for Lance Lynn. And Vogelbach, I know Unholy Toledo was talking about him, mammoth home run. Mammoth. Unloaded off of Jose Leclerc in the 7th inning. That ball went into the upper deck at T-Mobile Park, his 15th home run, but he's down to .253 batting. That's okay. Stay there and you'll be okay. Kyle Sager drove in his first run of the season, and Malik Smith, how about that? First, steals every base. That's the cycle. Hunter Strickland's coming back with that lat injury. He could be thrown off the mound by the end of the week, so we'll see. In Tampa and Toronto, Aaron Sanchez once again left the ball game with a finger issue, but once again he says no big deal. Matt Duffy, keep an eye on him if you're in season long. His rehab was paused after he felt tightness in his left hammy doing a rehab game, but it's a tough one. Yandy Diaz eligible to come off the injured list on Thursday. But it's not likely that that's going to happen. Travis d'Arnaud, 3 for 4. Austin Meadows, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs and a stolen base. He ripped a 2-run shot off of Sam Gaviglio in the 8th inning. He's one of the hottest hitters